Massive fight just broke out in Bitcoin's backyard, and one of Ripple's founders is calling it complete nonsense. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what this network war means for your crypto and why XR holders need to pay attention right now. Here's what's happening. Bitcoin Knots, a popular alternative Bitcoin client, just dropped a bombshell claiming the Bitcoin network is under active attack. They're pointing fingers at something called ordinals, those digital collectibles people have been minting directly on Bitcoin. Bitcoin Knots says these inscriptions are clogging up the network and violating Bitcoin's core principles. But here's where it gets spicy. David Schwartz, the former CTO of Ripple and one of the original architects of the XR ledger, jumped into the conversation and basically said this whole attack narrative is ridiculous. He's calling out the drama for what he thinks it is, pure gatekeeping. Now you might be wondering, what does this Bitcoin drama have to do with XR? Very thing. Because while Bitcoin developers are arguing about what belongs on their network, XR and other IO20022 tokens are quietly being built for an entirely different purpose. Indeed, there's one massive detail about this fight that almost everyone is missing. I'll get to it in just a moment. First, let's talk about what IO20022 actually is, because this is huge for regular people. IO20022 is basically a new universal language for financial institutions. Think of it like this. Right now, banks around the world speak different languages when they transfer money. Some use outdated systems from the 1970s. It's slow, expensive, and error-prone. IO20022 creates one standardized format so banks can communicate instantly with way more detail. We're talking faster payments, lower fees, and better tracking. The global banking system is switching to this standard right now. Not in 5 years. Right now. XR is one of the cryptocurrencies designed from the ground up to work with IO20022, or tokens like XLM, LGO, HBR, and QNT. These aren't just random altcoins. They're being positioned as the rails for the next generation of money movement. Here's that detail I mentioned earlier. While Bitcoin maximalists fight over block space and what's allowed on their blockchain, they're completely missing the bigger picture. The traditional finance world isn't waiting for Bitcoin to figure out its identity crisis. Major banks and payment processors are already testing and implementing IO20022 compatible systems. Ripple has been working with hundreds of financial institutions for years building this infrastructure. When David Schwartz calls the Bitcoin attack claims nonsense, he's speaking from experience building a network that processes thousands of transactions per second without breaking a sweat. Now, I'm not saying Bitcoin is dying or XR is better. That's not the point. The point is we're watching two completely different visions of crypto play out in real time. Bitcoin is fighting to preserve its original vision as digital gold and a store of value. That's valuable. But XR and IO20022 tokens are racing to become the actual plumbing of global finance. For everyday people, this matters because your bank is switching to IO20022, whether you know it or not. When you send money internationally in the next few years, it might touch XR or another IO token behind the scenes without you even realizing it. Faster, cheaper, more transparent. That's the promise. What should you watch next? First, keep an eye on Ripple's ongoing legal situation and partnerships. Second, watch how traditional banks announce their IO20022 migration timelines. WIFT, the massive international payment network, is already deep into their transition. Third, monitor how the Bitcoin ordinals debate plays out, because it reveals a lot about Bitcoin's future direction and limitations. If you're interested in actually trading XR or other IO20022 tokens, you can check out BitUnix using the link in the description to get started. Bottom line, this isn't just crypto drama. This is a fundamental question about what different blockchains are built to do. Bitcoin is becoming digital gold. XR is positioning itself as the bridge between traditional finance and crypto. Both can win, but only if you understand what game each one is playing. This is educational content only, not financial advice. Weigh your own research before investing in any cryptocurrency. Follow Stack Daily 60 for daily crypto and money tips.